All right. Well, hello. Welcome, everybody. Getting started. Just jumping right into it. Unforgotten Realms 40k, little pet project I'm trying to do. Making minisodes. Not doing episodes, doing minisodes. And what it's going to do is, like, basically set up these characters for people to use in their own thing. So I'm going to call them minisodes. And then, yeah. So we got a couple different things. We've got the Quirrell race we were talking about before. What's this, real quick? What's going on here? Anything? No. Okay. Let me bring up the old Illustrator. So this is the track I want to listen to. This is the track I think is going to be in the background of what I'm writing. So these are the Quirrell, and they are these. Let's see what I have here. Open my files. There they are. No, look at that. Not today. So the Quirrells are these three races that are put together, and they're mice, they're rats, and they're squirrels. So mice, rat, and squirrel. They're the Quirrells. So they are getting in a ship, and they're about to go faster than light for the first time. So the idea is that we've got these three characters, and the characters are, we've got Pip, who's the flight lead, a mouse character, who's by the book. We've got Stitch, the co-pilot. He's a rat character, and he's a risk taker. And then Nuzzle is the engineer. He's the squirrel, or she. I'm not too sure on the genders of any of these things yet. Squirrel character, but kind of just zany. Like Egon, basically. Yeah, kind of like, well, no, just zany. Zany, fruity, a little bit of comic relief. So we got Pip, Nuzzle, and Stitch. They're all, again, rats, mice, so they're just little quick. How do I name them? I like look for little Pip. Pip, that's a mouse name. Pip. Nuzzle is the squirrel, because the Z's, I want the Z action. There's a lot of Q's with the Quirrells as well, so there's a lot of Q sounds. And then Stitch was actually a rat that we had, who was the best rat ever. And so I just named it after our rat that we had. So then we got mission control. So it starts off there in the ship. It's going to be a short scene where they've invented hyperdrive, and the rest of so Quirrell build their first warp ship, about to make its first test jump. They've created their own warp jump technology called the hyperdrive, and I thought that was kind of cool because squirrels are hyper. So the hyperdrive. And the rest of why this is important, so it's kind of, they're like this little race that's just about to branch off. So everybody else uses jump gates. So they have to go to a jump buoy, and then they jump through hyper lanes or jump lanes or whatever. So we'll call it jump lanes. So hyperdrive is different, where you don't have to use these you don't have to use these jump lanes anymore. So, which it's kind of like Stellaris, right? Before you could have different ways to get from place to place. But Stellaris changed it, so you had to use their jump lanes. So anyway, hyperdrive versus jump lane. There's also the Gorg, which are the warrior race. They essentially, what I'm gonna say is happening is, in this universe, there's an empire, or it's a code of ethics that, even though these are Gorg are a warrior race or whatever, if my rule I'm going to make is, if the race or the faction has not done faster than light technology, if they haven't used the jump lanes or they haven't done anything, you can't mess with them. Like, it's kind of like the prime directive for the Federation. It's just going to be a rule in the universe. So they've all agreed, you just don't do it, or bad things happen. I don't know if we'll get into it or whatnot, but bad things will happen. So they don't do it. So here's the Quirrells, and they're about to jump and do their thing for the first time. And what happens is, as they power up, the Gorg, like, oh, they can go fast. Now I can get them. Like, they're being watched. The Quirrell, like the Workin and the Gorg, have their eyes on the Quirrell to be like, whoa, these guys are about to make their next steps. So we're ready to, like, we can make contact with them. And the Gorg kind of get in, and they want to be all like subjugate them, or kind of do a war race thing, where the Workin are kind of like the Federation, so they want to be the good guys. So Gorg, primal, barbarians, the Workin kind of Rome, kind of empire, kind of federation, they get your taxes. The Gorg gets your people and your resources. Workin's like, no, you keep all that stuff. You're gonna get taxed. So the Gorg and Workin have been watching the quarrel from afar. Galactic treaty rules say that you got to leave a race alone if they don't have interstellar travel technology. And essentially what's going to happen is Gorg jump in right before the test is completed. So it's going to be like a countdown thing, like a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then woof, the Gorg ship's going to jump in, and it's going to like, what? Oh my God, it's a craziness. So that's going to happen. And then that's where the Minisode is going to end. It's going to be like, oh, I guess we're not alone in this universe. Because they don't know what's up. So here we go. We got Pip, Nuzzle, Stitch, and Mission Control. So Mission Control starts off. Let's see here if I can do a...
Yeah, this is Cutter. QSS Spark, this is Mission Control. Do you copy?
And then Pip would say, affirmative, Control, this is Spark. We read you loud and clear.
How are you feeling, Flight Commander Pip?
It's a momentous day for Quarrel Kind, Control. And then Stitch is our kind of bad boy. He says, don't we say that after we transcend the space matter continuum and break all the laws of physics as we know them? So he gets to be the bad boy. He gets to be a little sarcastic. He gets to throw some of that sarcasm in there. And also, by Pip talking first and talking to Mission Control first, obviously Pip has got some sort of leadership command here. So that's happening first. So Stitch says that after. Stitch is actually the co-pilot in the mission. And then Nuzzle is the engineer, and she's kind of awkward and stuff. Let me change the view to not print layout. So Stitch, don't we say that after we transcend the space matter continuum and break all the laws of physics as we know them? And then Nuzzle says, break the laws of physics? It's more of a bend, maybe a blend. Or, I know, puree the laws of physics. And so Nuzzle gets to be kind of zany. And then we will give the information that Nuzzle was the inventor of this, like this kind of a Doc Brown kind of wildy guy. So, and then Stitch is like, tell me again how you managed to invent So now this is where it gets hard. Now we're going to watch the creative process or interact with it and figure out what's it. So tell me again how you managed to invent the greatest, achievement. This is like the greatest, the most complex of all time. Complex. I mean, he basically is going to be like, you just said puree the laws of physics, and you freaking invented the most complex piece of machinery imaginable. Complex like engine. This thing. I mean, so Stitch, if he calls it a thing, it's like he's dismissive of it. Tell me again how you managed to invent the most like a complicated. I mean, we can use the word engineering. Engineering feat. So he's kind of like the most complicated, like known to in known existence in all of the. And then we also haven't introduced Nuzzle or Stitch's name yet. So we'll need to have the characters call each other by their name. Tell me again how you managed to invent the most complicated engineering feat. Now, I mean, so this is you're supposed to show, not tell, but this is it's also short, right? The Minisode is supposed to, the banter. And I think this is about the music. Yeah, this is going to be the music. It's got that hopeful dream of the future thing that I like, the piano. Tell me again how you managed to invent the most. I mean, I don't like this complicated engineering. It needs to be quick. Stitch is like Raphael, right? He's just spitting out the sarcasm. Tell me again how you managed to how did you even puree? You're genius. You really tell me, which is totally that meme of tell me again. Like how you single-handedly...
Audio Jungle.
the most complicated device of our time.
Audio
Nuzzle. Tell me again how you single-handedly invented the most complicated device of our time, Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
Like puree. Wow. I like that. Shark! Good to see ya. Yeah, I'm nerding out. I'm nerding out pretty bad. All right, so Mission Control's gonna butt in here and be like, yeah, you know, So we've introduced Nuzzle's name.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe Mission Control could be like, hey, Stitch, without that, you wouldn't have a co-pilot job or something like that. Don't know about that, but. So that's the best part, Shark, is you don't have to play 40k. So 40k is, it's a joke. So this 40k is Unforgotten Realms 40k. So it's Unforgotten Realms is a cartoon, like a live action role play, that is on another channel that I actually dealt with a long time ago. And the creator is looking to do some classes. And so this is part of homework. So this is a joke of, it's basically taking this fantasy cartoon or fantasy role-playing game and like fast forwarding it. And we're doing a play on 40k. So I'm glad that you got that. I'm glad you got the 40k.
Audio
So
Jungle.
that's part of the joke. So that's good. So we're taking this fantasy thing and we're fast forwarding it 40,000 years, and they're now in space. So it was a fantasy area roleplay. Now I'm taking it in its space time. So science fiction, hooray!
Audio
And
Jungle.
these guys are about to do their first like jump here in space. Exactly. All right. So Mission Control's got to come here, and the goal for this line is introduce Stitch, or like. He doesn't got to play. Mission Control is just kind of there to obviously plot button. I feel good about this dialogue so far, though. And the best part is when I get to do this.
QSS Spark. And they would talk like this because they're squirrels and mice, so they would be kind of higher. And this is my my Darwin voice. QSS Spark. This is Mission Control. Do you copy?
I know it's Claptrap for sure. I wonder if I can dial it in. Let's see if I can do a.
Can I do? Oh, wow. Is it like this? Yeah, that's kinda. Is that kinda? Whoa, that's. Does the pitch go up? No. Whoa. Is this a squirrel? Is this what a squirrel sounds like? This is kind of a squirrel or a mouse. Yeah, that's a badass sound. Yeah, that's good. Or I'll bring the stairs in. Affirmative Control, this is Spark. We read you loud and clear. That's cool. That's a cool voice. And then I can be like, oh, let me save that one. Okay, you're saved. And then we can be like, how are you feeling, Flight Commander Pip? It's a momentous day for Quarrel Kind Control.
Audio Jungle.
And then Stitch would be like, don't we say that after? Oh, no.
Don't we?
Wow. That's bad. What can I? Oh, that's a robot. That's robotic. The other one's robotic. Don't we say that after we transcend the space matter continuum? It's even funnier because of the fact that they're going to be talking in this high-pitched voice. That's going to be awesome. Don't we say that after we transcend the space matter continuum and break all the laws of physics as we know them? Break the laws of physics? It's more of a bend. Or maybe a blend. Or I don't puree the laws of physics. Now tell me again how you single-handedly invented the most complicated device of our time, Nuzzle.
We've reached SpongeBob levels of squeak. I love it. We are totes SpongeBob. It'll be funny. That'll be funny. Mission Control. We can't. We're so proud of you. We can't. Despite what co-pilot Stitch.
Audio Jungle.
Despite. Did I spell despite wrong? I did. Whoops.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah. Like, good job, Engineer Nuzzle. Like, Quarrel, like, we here at Mission Control want to congratulate you. And this will reinforce what Stitch said about, so now we'll focus on Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
Is it Professor? Maybe Professor. Professor? What's a good... So Nuzzle's the engineer of the thing. So I need a name. Nuzzle. Professor, High, Lead Tinkerer. Like, Tinker is a fun word. Especially, like, that's kind of gnomes, and that's also where we're going in this area, this idea of these cute little races, so gnome would work. Tinker. I don't want to say Tinker Master. Tinker Master Nuzzle. I mean, it's like they're super cute. Like, oh my god.
Tinker Master Nuzzle.
Forge Master. Ooh! So Forge Master Shark would actually work really good for the Warkin. Because they have an anvil ship. They're the dwarves. They're space dwarves. So I'm going to steal Forge Master for Warkin, by the way. Forge Master. That's freaking awesome. You now get a writing credit. Let's put Monophobic Shark. Green! Hey, thanks for popping in, buddy. It's always good to see you, buddy. Green, you take it easy. I guess it is morning for you, isn't it? It is evening for me. I'm just waiting for my dad to call me, so I'm gonna have to leave when he gives me a call. Pick him up. He's visiting my mom in the memory care facility. Okay, so Master, we can't use Master, so Tinker Head Tinker Tinkertown. Tinker Headmaster. I can't use Master. Damn it. Tinker. Green. There was a scrim, but like Steez didn't want to cast it or something. If it was the same scrims. There was a scrim call that went out. Yesterday I had to pick up my dad from the airport. Otherwise I would have cast it. Somebody was in some chat asking for that. Tinker Lead, Tinker Professor Tinker, Tinker something. I need a suffix. Tinker, what do the gnomes do in Oh wow. What game mode were you guys playing? Tinker Gnome. Tinker Gnome, wow. What was it in WoW? There's a
Audio Jungle.
Gnomes. High Tinker. Master Tinker. Maybe High Tinker Nuzzle. Oh my gosh. Dude, Territory Control, I'm telling you, they're the organized matches are loving it because of the fact that you can basically work as a 36-man team, but your fire teams are what just rock it. Like I think Territory Control is amazing. I just wish that Admin Cam had better yeah, it's the game mode that it's really cool. We'll go High Tinker. High Tinker. High Tinker. That doesn't. High Tinker. Grand Tinker. Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
We're doing a little squad talk there, Shock. I know. Well, ProMod has got it right now, Green. But I wish we were using it or something.
Audio Jungle.
Well, on the behalf of everyone here, that's what I want to say. On behalf of everyone here at Mission Control, Grandmaster, Grand Tinker Nuzzle, we want
Audio Jungle.
I've successfully landed one heli in training. Shark, nice job.
Audio Jungle.
I have yet, so I want to do Commander really bad. Like, I can't wait for that to come out.
Audio Jungle.
I need to do, I need to actually get some time and play with helicopters. All right, Green, thanks for coming. Commander's another thing that's coming out by version 1, or it was promised anyway. But yeah, it's a person that flies. They get a drone. It's basically what I do as a caster, but I could like do an airstrike. I think I'm good. I hope, and I can tell people where to go. I mean, yeah. Thank you for your brilliant engineering feats. Brilliant feat of engineering. On behalf of everyone here at Mission Control, Grand Tinker Nuzzle, we want to thank you for your brilliant feat of engineering that is the hyperdrive. There we go. Now we've introduced the hyperdrive. We've reinforced Grand Tinker Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah. So let's see. It'd be
On behalf of everyone here, no. On behalf of everyone here at Mission Control, Grand Tinker Nuzzle, we want to thank you for your brilliant feat of engineering that is the hyperdrive. The Quirrell hyperdrive.
maybe the Quirrell. The Quirrell hyperdrive. They're squirrels. I just dropped the S, and you got Quirrell.
Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle. What else? We have everyone. We want to thank you for your brilliant feat of engineering that is the Quirrell hyperdrive. This is definitely a show. This should be a show don't tell. Maybe we showcase the ship like there's an outside of the ship.
Audio.
But we gotta. It's a short frickin' thing. I don't want to take time to. Everybody here in Division Control.
Audio Jungle.
I have everyone here at Mission Control. Grand Tinkle Nuzzle. So we've established that he is the inventor of the hyperdrive. We should almost be like, and thanks for stepping up, or it's my honor to serve as the engineer for this maiden voyage. The honor is mine. Or now, but Nuzzle's got to be kind of flaky and quirky. But basically, Nuzzle needs to say like, "I'm glad to be the engineer. Be up here as the engineer." Like, is something needs to be said. But then, maybe not. This is hard, man. This is hard to craft a story. So where are we going? Where's the next point we're trying to dig to? So essentially, we got to turn on. Let's write down our points, our plot points. So turn on or start the engine. There needs to be like a 30-second
Audio Jungle.
30-second countdown or a 10-second countdown. It has to be 30 seconds because something needs to go wrong. Something goes wrong. I also think something's going to happen and it's going to rip a hole in space and bad things can come through. So that's another thing that I think that could be... something goes wrong. The crew has to work together. So we're going to see them work together. Crew works together
Audio Jungle.
to fix it just in time. Countdown
Audio Jungle.
ends. And then the Gorg ship jumps in,
Audio Jungle.
aborting jump or hyperdrive. Doesn't jump or doesn't go. Hyperdrive stops. Like a safety override. Save E. EY.
Audio Jungle.
Otherwise, we could pull a Last Jedi and they just just go hyperspace and they blast through the ship and tear a hole in it. So that's what we got to do. We got to start the engine. We got a 30-second countdown. Something goes wrong. Crew works together to fix it. Just time countdown ends. Gorg ship jumps in. Hyperdrive safety override. Basically, they stop in and then they don't jump.
Audio Jungle.
And they sit here and then the Gorg, I guess we're and then end.
Audio Jungle.
I guess we're not alone.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay. So we need to get Stitch. So we need to also introduce Stitch.
Audio Jungle.
Okay, but have we done that the best? Stitch has gotten a couple great lines in. They're weighty. He's got 2 lines and he's done a lot with those 2 lines. Nuzzle has 1 line and I feel like it's a girl. Nuzzle also has a really great line. So it's got to be a good line here. Mission Control is freaking glue that moves the thing forward.
Audio Jungle.
So maybe Mission Control doesn't just focus on Grand Tinker Nuzzle. Maybe it's going to thank everybody. Wouldn't just call out that person. So maybe Mission Control, this is a time to reset the joke. Bop, we did the joke.
Audio Jungle.
Oh, you know what they could do? They could do like a count, like a checklist. Like where they have to, say their go, no go.
Audio Jungle.
That's always fun. Like the checklist stuff where they have to do their thing. That's kind of neat.
Audio
Okay, Mission Control. Maybe this could be a wouldn't put it past. Oh, that, there's that sparkling personality Stitch. Yeah, that would introduce Stitch.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe Nuzzle can, maybe Nuzzle throws it back, like Stitch. Stitch has got to be number 2, but he thinks he's number 1. But because of his riskiness, he lost it. Let me get out. You single-handedly Nuzzle. Who talks next? It'd be too easy for Mission Control to just ignore that, but Pip could pop back in. Nuzzle could have retort, but this would also be a good leadership opportunity for Pip to be like, hey, yeah, like this is where the leader comes in
Audio Jungle.
and tries to unify the team, right? Tries to keep everybody like, hey, Stitch, you're dipping down. Like, let's pip it back up. Let's pep it up. Pep, a little pep from Pip.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe that's what Stitch says. A little pep from Pip. Pep. Then again, a single name the most complicated Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe Pip is like, oh, there we go. It's the Quirrell way. Way, Stitch. Just like you. Because we haven't done Stitch's name yet. Just no. So how can Pip keep it just like you did something good?
Audio.
Oh, but see, I'm saying so much instead of like. Well, but whatever. I want to be like, just like you ran at 12 parsecs. Which is crappy storytelling, but again, it's quick. It's really quick. But maybe we just put it in there and we just kind of tease it out. It's the Quirrell way, Stitch.
Audio Jungle.
It's the Quirrell way, Stitch.
How you doing? Good to see you. We're just on a thing. Good morning to you, by the way, because it's morning by you. Squirrel Way Stitch, just fine.
Audio Jungle.
Grit and determination. We might be small,
Audio Jungle.
but we are mighty. Like that's the quarrel, right? The quarrel, they're tiny, but when they work together, we might be but together, but we are mighty. And together we can accomplish anything. And that's kind of also good because Pip's last line was it's momentous day for quarrel kind. So Pip, again, this dreamer, this highly optimistic, naive, but this lawful good kind of character.
Audio Jungle.
So let's see here.
Tell me again how you single-handedly invented the most complicated device of our time, Nuzzle. It's the Quarrel Way, Stitch. We might be small, but we are mighty. And together, we can accomplish anything.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, Stitch kind of almost rolls, like, it's like, begrudgingly. Like, I roll my eyes, but he wants to believe, you know? Like Stitch, oh, yeah. He's got to throw a little bit at Pip. Let's see, what's he going to do? He's going to do something.
Audio Jungle.
I mean, he's probably a little jealous that Pip is the one in charge, too. I mean, honestly.
Audio Jungle.
Like, I'm carving the statue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold that pose. You know, something about, like, oh, Pip, you're too perfect. Pip, do you have any flaws? Mary Sue. And, you know, I wonder that's what, I think Pip's flaw is that he's rigid. Like, he won't be able to make a call. Like, Stitch will make that call. But Pip is like, it doesn't go, there's no regulation for this. I can't. Pip is like, has towed the line, but has no other understanding of the world at large. Where Stitch is like, man, I can frickin' just pull the e-brake and frickin' drift around that corner, and then I'll be able to make that happen.
Audio Jungle.
Might be small, but we are mighty, and together we can accomplish anything. I like that. Sometimes I think
Audio Jungle.
it's like you read this from a cereal box. They're like, what is it? What's the thing? You know, do you...
Audio Jungle.
It's like, do you read this from a... What? Are you even human? Like, well, you're not human. That's funny. It's like, Commander, with all due respect.
Audio Jungle.
And you know, when he says Commander Pip, it's like Stitch knows he's like begrudgingly, he doesn't want to be insubordinate, right? So there's like this thing there. With all due respect, it's almost like you're perfect. You're perfect. But it's funny, like, with all due respect, you're like, he's going to say something wrong, and it needs to be a compliment, and it's like, it's like, oh, he's saying a compliment, but it's backhanded. With all due respect. It's like, you magnificent son of a gun. Stitch has got to have a Brooklyn accent too, I'm pretty sure. So what's that, New York? New York. I wonder how this sounds if he's New Yorkie.
Don't we say that after we transcend a space matter continuum and break all the laws of physics as we know them? Tell me again how you single-handedly invented the most complicated device of our time. Commander Pip, with all due respect.
Like, it's almost like Nuzzle is way overqualified. We should have a frickin'... Maybe it isn't with all due respect. Maybe, I don't know. There's something there. There's something there. It's gonna come out. And then Pip will be like, mission control, I think we're ready to...
Audio Jungle.
He doesn't want to outright be like, you know who should be leading this mission. But
Audio
with
Jungle.
all due respect...
Audio Jungle.
What's he gonna do? With all due respect. Can it? No. It's the Quirrell Waste. We might be small, but we are mighty, and together we can accomplish anything.
Audio Jungle.
I mean, it's like perfectly perfect in every way. Mary Poppins. Oh, maybe that's where he gets them. Commander Pip, are you... I mean, that regulation, that freaking... that crease. No, but I gotta be careful if I talk about anything. And the other thing, too, is, like, Stitch, if he quotes regs at Pip, he kind of, like... You know that Stitch knows what the rules are, and he just decides to break them.
Audio Jungle.
Um... Yeah, so that could be a regs thing here, like, and it's kind of like a poke, like a nitpick, like a reg nitpick, like what would it be?
Audio Jungle.
Like the Thursday after
Audio Jungle.
the second Tuesday of the month, you need to use the blue one.
Audio Jungle.
Let's see. Commander Pip,
Audio Jungle.
what do you do? What do you do? What are you gonna say to him, Stitch?
Audio Jungle.
You almost make me want to
Audio Jungle.
like not be a... You almost make me not want to be a sarcastic bastard.
Audio Jungle.
Your leadership...
Audio Jungle.
You almost make me want to...
Audio Jungle.
You almost make me want to... give up my dastardly ways.
Audio Jungle.
Not dastardly, though. He's not dastardly. You almost make me want to,
Audio Jungle.
make me wish I didn't give up in
Audio
Quirrell Scouts.
Audio Jungle.
That's funny.
Commander Pip, you almost make me wish I didn't give up in Quirrell Scouts.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah, that's funny. And then we could talk about a badge or something there, because the stretch is, we're making like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts or scouting.
Audio Jungle.
You know, but the vest and the badges, but I just couldn't pull off.
Audio Jungle.
But you It's a good look. It's a good look on you.
Audio Jungle.
Commander Pip, you almost make me wish I didn't give up on Coral Scouts. But I just couldn't pull off the vests and badges.
Audio Jungle.
But you, it's a good look on you.
Audio Jungle.
Like you goody goody. You almost make me wish I didn't give up in Coral Scouts. I think that's funny. If I could just pull off the vests and badges.
Audio.
I couldn't pull off the vest and badges.
Audio Jungle.
But you. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I couldn't pull off the vest and badges.
Audio Jungle.
So this, if you don't know what Girl Scouts are, the vest and badges. You know, what rank did you get?
Audio Jungle.
And then Pip.
Audio Jungle.
Like Eagle Scout is like the top that you can get, right? Is Eagle Scout? So like Eagle,
Audio Jungle.
like Quantum Eagle, Quantum Platinum Eagle. It's like the highest Quantum Platinum, and that's sci-fi. I guess Eagle, Eagle will be transcend. Quantum Platinum Eagle.
Audio Jungle.
Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle.
Audio Jungle.
This might be confusing, though. It's the Quirrell. We might be small, but we are mighty. Together we can accomplish anything. Commander Pip, you almost make me wish I didn't give up in Quirrell Scouts. I couldn't pull off the vest and badges when I was little.
Audio Jungle.
Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle. So,
Audio Jungle.
I mean, yeah. So that would, if anything, if you had any doubts,
Audio Jungle.
and that's a funny word set. Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle. So you have 2 syllables, 2 syllables, 1 syllable, 1 syllable. Quantum Platinum. And you also get the T's. Quantum Platinum. Another Q. Quantum with the Platinum. Alpha Eagle. And then you got the Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle. And it has a good cadence to it. Like Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird. But that was a long time ago.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
This way, we're talking about.
Audio
Oh,
Jungle.
he did say Commander Pip. Yeah, so we'll go through this again and see if it reads well. Basically, it's again like he's been doing it since he was little. So Pip, or whoever, if it's a boy or a girl, Pip has been like this for as long as ever. That actually works out really well. Okay, so yeah.
USS Spark, this is Mission Control. Do you copy?
Audio Jungle.
Affirmative, Spark. Well, wait.
Affirmative Control, this is Spark. We read you loud and clear. How you feeling, Flight Commander Pip? It's a momentous day for Quirrell Kind Control. Don't we say that after we... Wait, don't we say that after we transcend the space matter continuum and break all the laws of physics as we know them? That's also a funny line. Break the laws of physics? Then maybe, break the laws of physics? That's more of a bend. Maybe a blend. Or, oh, I know! Puree! Puree the laws of physics. Tell me again how you single-handedly invented the most complicated device of our time, Nuzzle. Oh, wait, so he wouldn't call him Nuzzle. He would call him, like, Grand Tinkerer.
Audio Jungle.
Tinkerer or Tinker? Grand Tinker. Grand Tinker Nuzzle. Tell me again how you single-handedly invented the most complicated device of our time, Grand Tinker Nuzzle. Grand Tinker Nuzzle. Ugh. Tinker Nuzzle. Maybe just Tinker. Tinker Nuzzle. But Grand Tinker. But maybe he is just a tinker. I don't know. Alright.
Audio Jungle.
It's the Quarrel way, Stitch. We might be small, but we are mighty. And together, we can accomplish anything.
Audio Jungle.
Commander Pip, you almost make me wish I didn't give up. Wait, did I use almost before? Oh, after. Yeah, so he's got a pattern. Yeah, you almost make me wish I didn't give up in Quarrel Scouts when I was little. I couldn't pull off the vest and badges. What rank did you get? Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle? But that was a long time ago.
Audio Jungle.
That's good. That's good. That's not bad.
That's all right. It's way funnier with the voices, though, when you get that voice effect on there and you realize that they're just these tiny little... That's cool. But that was a long time ago.
Audio Jungle.
Today we stand on the precipice. On the precipice of greatness. Did I say greatness?
Audio Jungle.
Maybe we don't need it today. I mean, we need to shift it back, right? So, Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle, but that was a long time ago. Today, as a commander,
Audio Jungle.
as a commander of this fine... Oh,
Audio Jungle.
dragon. The dragon is eating the baseball.
Audio Jungle.
Today, as a commander of this fine group. Goop.
Audio Jungle.
This fine group of... We've come a long way. Oh, that was a long time ago. So I can say we've come a long way. Today we've come a long way. A long time ago. Today we've come a long way.
Audio Jungle.
We've come a long way. I don't think that worked.
Audio Jungle.
Oh. Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle, but that was a long time ago. Today we've...
Audio Jungle.
Yes, it's been a long time.
Audio Jungle.
For us to get here.
Audio Jungle.
In the stars. Today.
Audio Jungle.
For us to see. For us to take the first step. Did I say first step? Did I say anything about step yet? No. Good.
Audio
First step.
Audio Jungle.
It's been a very long time for us to get to here. I get to here in the stars today. What do they want me to say? Get here. Get here? Get here in the stars today. Get to here.
Audio Jungle.
get to where we are
Audio
in
Jungle.
the stars today.
Audio Jungle.
First step in interstellar travel.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
That was a long time. It's been a very long time for us to where we are in the stars today. For us to take the first step in interstellar travel, you know, I wouldn't
Jungle.
dream of being here
Audio Jungle.
now with anyone but you. But you.
Audio Jungle.
You Stitch and Nuzzle. No.
Audio Jungle.
So this is his, that was a long time ago. So that'd be continued.
Audio
So
Jungle.
that's the joke. Bloop.
Audio Jungle.
You almost made me wish I didn't give up in Girl Scouts when I was little. I couldn't pull off the vest and badges. What rank did you
Audio Jungle.
end up with? What rank did you get?
Audio Jungle.
Quantum Platinum Alpha Eagle, but that was a long time ago. Yes, it's been a very long time for us to get where we are.
Jungle.
Get where we are. Did I say that? To get where we are. To get where we are in the stars today. For us to take the first step in interstellar travel. I wouldn't dream of being here now with anyone but you.
Audio Jungle.
Stitch.
Audio
Stitch and
Jungle.
Nuzzle. I mean, you know, but you Stitch or Nuzzle. Wouldn't, you know, what he's trying to do is put it back onto this team that did it. You know,
Audio Jungle.
I wouldn't dream of being here now with anyone but you. I mean, that'll work for now.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
I mean, Stitch has got to say, "Let's light this candle." I mean, that's got to be a line, right?
Audio Jungle.
Okay, so we've introduced Stitch, so that's done.
Audio Jungle.
Oops.
Audio Jungle.
So he's not a co-pilot. I mean, he's a co-pilot, but like,
Audio Jungle.
there's a flight lead. He's the commander. The lieutenant commander. The lieutenant commander? There's commander and lieutenant commander. So yeah, well, lieutenant commander.
Audio Jungle.
What's the difference? Is a lieutenant commander a head? Commander versus lieutenant commander.
Audio Jungle.
Is commissioned remaining. The rank is superior to lieutenant and subordinate to a commander. Okay, lieutenant commander. Yeah. So he's commander. So Stitch is a lieutenant commander.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
I wonder if there's a Army Corps of Engineers. What's our engineer ranks?
Audio Jungle.
United States Army Corps of Engineers. I've never learned more. Federal Department of Defense oversees dams, canals, and flood protection in the United States. Public Works.
Audio Jungle.
Do they have... What's their infrastructure support?
Audio Jungle.
Engineer.
Audio Jungle.
insignia. They have a cool castle insignia. That's neat.
Audio Jungle.
A combat engineer. They don't do combat though. So it's weird that they have this military structure.
Audio Jungle.
Divisions and districts? What's up, Sultan?
Audio Jungle.
Just a no? Is there just a no? I don't know what you're knowing at. The engineer regiment.
Audio Jungle.
Hello. Hello, Sultan.
Audio Jungle.
Homeland Security Infrastructure Committee. Yeah, I don't know if there is. Engineer ranks.
Audio Jungle.
Senior engineering specialist. Oh, lieutenant was higher. Thanks, Sultan. I wish I knew that. I didn't know that.
Audio Jungle.
Oh, principal is kind of cool. A principal tinkerer.
Audio Jungle.
Principal tinker nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
I mean, you get these long names, right? Principal tinker, lieutenant commander, principal tinker.
Audio Jungle.
That's like it feels like a governmental agency there. All right.
Audio Jungle.
Lieutenant commander.
Audio
So I wouldn't dream of being here. Lieutenant is lower. Yes, you're absolutely right, Sultan. You're right. It goes lieutenant, then lieutenant commander, and then commander. But a very long time for us to get to where we are in the stars today. For us to take the first step in interstellar travel. I wouldn't dream of being here now with anyone but you. If he's proper, or Pip is proper, so maybe lieutenant commander.
Audio Jungle.
And principal. Tinker. Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
Spell it right. So what this does here is it's the last, like, hits you over the head as the audience to be like, these are the people's names, Stitch and Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
And we already said Commander Pip. So, yes, it's been a very long time for us to get where we are in the stars today, for us to take the first step in interstellar travel. I wouldn't dream of being here now with anyone but you, Lieutenant Commander Stitch and Principal Tinker Nuzzle, as we...
Audio Jungle.
Oh, maybe we move this here. I wouldn't dream of being here now,
Audio Jungle.
Principal Tinker Nuzzle, as we... as we take the first step, our first step. It's very teamwork oriented. Our first step
Audio Jungle.
in interstellar travel. Stitch is also kind of like Rocket Raccoon.
Audio Jungle.
Maybe mission control then pips up. So mission control then says, so that seems very final. Yes, it's been a very long time for us to get where we are in the stars today. I wouldn't dream of being here now with anyone but you, Lieutenant Commander Stitch and Principal Tinker Nuzzle, as we take our first step
Audio Jungle.
in interstellar travel. Mission control says, Commander Pip,
Audio Jungle.
we are ready when you are.
Audio Jungle.
Pip, Mission control begin. Begin.
Audio Jungle.
Begin. Launch sequence.
Audio Jungle.
It's a go no go. What do they call that? Begin the launch. Begin. Unleash the hounds.
Audio Jungle.
NASA launch sequence.
Audio Jungle.
Launch sequence. What is the go no go? NASA launch go no go. What do they call that? Launch status check. Launch status check. Begin launch status check.
Audio Jungle.
Mission control.
Audio Jungle.
Copy that. Mission control. This is Spark. Begin launch status check. Copy that, Spark.
Audio Jungle.
Launch systems. Status check.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Let's get a go, no go.
Audio Jungle.
Get a go, no go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Let's get a go, no go from
Audio Jungle.
get a systems.
Audio Jungle.
Get the list of systems.
Audio Jungle.
Well, there's the checklist.
Audio Jungle.
Orbiter test conductor. Houston flight. Safety. Oh, wow. These are the Apollo missions. Booster, Retro, Fido, Guidance, Surgeon, Ecom. Oh, that's cool, man. Capcom. That's neat.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay. So checklist go, no go. So we're getting here.
Audio Jungle.
All right. So let's see here. We got a lot of cool things here. We got a CBC space shuttle.
Audio Jungle.
MLA. So there's OTC, the Orbiter Test Conductor Prime. TBC, Tank Booster Test Conductor, Tank Booster Test Conductor Prime. Payload Test Conductor, Launch Processing System Test Conductors. Wow. Houston Flight Director. Mila, Merritt Island Spaceflight Tracking and Data Network Stations. Oh, that's cool. Support Test Manager, Safety Console. SPE Shuttle Project Engineer. Landing and Recovering Director. Wow. I mean, there's so much that has to happen for this. LRD. We'll do LRD. That's definitely one.
Audio Jungle.
BDR.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Dude, I love the Apollo mission one. Booster, Retro, Fido, Guidance, Surgeon,
Audio Jungle.
Ecom. I mean, let's throw it back. I mean, these guys are just doing their space flight, so let's do maybe the old ones instead of the space shuttle. So let's do booster. Retro.
Audio Jungle.
Fido. That's funny because it's like a dog. Guidance. Surgeon.
Audio Jungle.
Ecom.
Audio Jungle.
PNC.
Audio Jungle.
Telmu. I don't think they need Telmu.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Capcom. I like Capcom. That's capsule communicator. I didn't know that.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What do we got here? Let's go to.
Attention on the net. This is the NTD conducting the launch status check. All stations verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC? OTC is go. TVC? TVC is go. PTC? PTC is go. LPS? LPS is go. Houston flight?
Houston flight is go.
Mila?
Milo's go.
STM? STM is go. Safety console? Safety is go. SPE?
SP is go.
LRD? LRD is go. SRO?
SRO is go. You have a range clear to launch.
And CDR? CDR is go. Launch director entity?
Launch director.
The launch team is ready to proceed.
Okay, I copy, Steve. Thank you. Chief Processing Engineer, verify no constraints to launch.
All right, so they do that check-in and then they throw it back over.
No constraints, Mike. We're ready.
Okay, Charlie, thanks. KC Safety and Mission Assurance.
KC Safety and Mission Assurance is ready to go, Mike.
Thank you. Payload Launch Manager.
Okay, Mike, on behalf of our international partners from the Japanese and Canadian Space Agency, your ISS team is ready to proceed.
Okay, thanks, Gennaro. Range weather.
Weather has no constraints for launch.
Thank you, Todd. And Ops Manager.
The launch director, ops manager, Mike, the MMT is not working. Any issues? You are go for launch.
Thank you, sir. Endeavor Launch Director.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, Dom, vehicle's in great shape. The weather is go. In fact, it should be an interesting fight for you to punch through the clouds tonight. So on behalf of the KSC launch team, I'd like to wish you good luck, Godspeed, and we'll see you back here in 16 days.
Oh, Mike, you just made people smile around the world, and you got 7 smiling faces on board here. We'd like to give a special thanks to our families, KSC's Endeavor whole crew, our friends in Houston and Canada, and for JAXA, we'd like to say konnichiwa, domo arigato, and banzai. Blessed us with a beautiful night here, Mike, to launch, so let's light him up and give him a show.
That sounds great, Dom. Thank you very much. Good luck to y'all. And NTD, with that, you are clear to launch Endeavor.
Copy, cleared to launch. Thank you.
That's fun. Kind of cool.
This is the NTD conducting the launch status check. Verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC? OTC is go. TBC? TBC is go. PTC? PTC is go. LPS? LPS is go. Houston flight?
Houston flight is go.
Mila?
Ooh, Mila didn't check in. Uh-oh.
Mila, need you to verify ready to resume count and go for launch.
Mila's not resuming.
STM? STM's go. Safety console? Safety console's go. SPE? SP is go. LRD? LRD is go. SRO?
SRO is go. You have a range clear to launch.
And CDR? Mila, go.
Milo, go.
CDR is go. Copy CDR. And Mila, I copy your go.
Mila, get your crap together. Mila, you crap. Boosters go, and it's going to be hilarious because it's going to be little squeaky.
Boosters go. Retro is go. Go, go.
Oh, it's going to be funny. All right. Systems go, no go. Booster, retro, Fido, guidance, surgeon, ecom, GNC, Capcom. That's fun. We'll just borrow those. Let's get systems go, no go. Booster, boosters go. Retro, Fido, Rex, guidance, surgeon, ecom. All right. Okay, Spark. What did they say at the end? That you're clear.
Payload Launch Manager. Hey, Doug, on behalf of our partners from the European Space Agency, the ISS team is ready to proceed. Copy. And range weather.
Weather has no constraints for launch.
Copy. Very good. And Ops Manager, the launch and flight teams are ready to resume count.
Okay, Launch Director, Ops Manager, Doug, go to launch.
This is ready to fly. I'll say have to overcome many obstacles to get us to this point. So on behalf of all of them, I'd like to wish you a successful mission and safe return. Thanks very much, Doug. From the crew, we know the Columbus module's been many years in the making, and we're looking forward to doing our part to bring it up to Peggy Whitson and her crew on the International Space Station and start its good work and many, many years of science. We appreciate your team and all the folks in the shuttle program that have worked so hard over the last couple of months to get the low-level cutoff sensors working. And it looks like, based on today, they're working great. We really appreciate them fixing that problem. We're looking forward to a great flight and coming back to see our families in 2 weeks. I know it's been a hard road for them, especially with the slip, but it looks like today's a good day and we're ready to go fly.
Man, it's amazing.
Very good. And again, best of luck up there. NTD Launch Director. Go ahead. Okay, you are clear to resume the count and launch Atlanta. Copy, thank you. NTD ISL. Go ISL. Recorder activation complete. Thank you. And for all personnel, the countdown clock will resume in 1 minute, 20 seconds.
All right, so we get our checklist, go, no, go. So that's done. What do we got here?
Audio Jungle.
All right. You begin to clear the count. You're clear to begin the count.
Audio Jungle.
Hyper drive activation.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Oh, wait. They wouldn't start the countdown.
Audio Jungle.
So they wouldn't begin the count. Okay, Spark, we're...
Audio Jungle.
They gotta ask Spark, too. So Spark...
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Pip would look at the other people, like, looks at...
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Crew affirms, Spark is go.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright, it starts...
Audio Jungle.
Stage one. Stage one is a good thing to do.
Audio Jungle.
And then Nuzzle.
Audio Jungle.
Nope, that's my call. I gotta go. All right, see you later. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.